Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, I'm in a different place right now. I'm in my living room, not in the tarantula room, because it's night and I don't have any lights in the tarantula room. But I do have a special guest, my kitty. She's so lovable. So you'll see a lot more of her as opposed to my tarantulas in this video. But I just wanted to film this video as like some basic common questions that I get when people first find out that I have tarantulas. Because there's some questions that I get that seem silly to people who have tarantulas, but to someone who does not know about them or who has never been exposed to tarantulas as pets, they wouldn't know. So this is for the people who don't know too much, not so much for my fellow keepers out there. One of the first questions that I get asked a lot is, do they bite? Yes, they do bite. Anything with teeth bites. My cat bites. Everything bites. If it has teeth, it bites. You can't remove the fangs, which is another question that I get. Fangs are not removable. The reason being is that's the way they eat. That would be, imagine if somebody just took away all your teeth and chopped off your bottom jaw, you wouldn't be able to eat. There would be no way for them to eat if they didn't have their fangs. The fangs inject the venom, which liquefies it for the tarantula, because instead of having a quote-unquote mouth, they have more of a suction hole for a mouth, which works in the same action as something like a straw. So the venom in their fangs, they have two little holes at the end of the fangs, or one on each fang, and it injects the venom into their prey, and it liquefies it for them, so they can pretty much just slurp it up like a giant slushie, like a cricket slushie. Sounds pretty appeasing, right? So no, you can't take the fangs out. Yes, they do bite. They can bite, but that doesn't mean they will bite. I personally have never been bitten because I take very good care not to be bitten, which is another question that I get all the time. Have you been bitten? No, I have not been bitten. I've been keeping tarantulas for about 4 or 5 years now, and I have not ever been bitten. Okay, so another question I get all the time, are tarantulas poisonous? No, they are not poisonous. Think about it this way. If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. So no, tarantulas are not poisonous. They are, however, venomous. They do have venom. They can inject the venom in a bite. They also are capable of a dry bite, which means they just inject the fangs and don't insert any venom because, like I said in my previous statements, they use the venom to digest their food so that they can eat better. So if they're using all their venom on a bite for something that they know they're not going to eat, it's kind of wasteful. So most of the time, bites are dry bites. But, of course, you do have the capability of getting bitten and venom injected, so please be careful. So I also want to point out that some tarantulas' venoms are worse than others. Old world tarantulas have a lot more of a potent venom than something like a new world tarantula. Now there are some new world tarantulas with some potent venom, just not as potent as the old world tarantulas. I will get into another video about going into the differences between old world and new world, so if you're not familiar with that, we can get you familiarized with that. But like I said, mostly old world have more potent venom than new world. Now, one of the other things leading off of that is how potent the venom is, because there's a lot of rumors that go around saying if you are allergic to bees, you are allergic to tarantula venom. So one of the biggest questions I get is, okay, Peyton, I'm looking to get a tarantula, but I'm allergic to bees. What do I do? Get the tarantula. Because yes, the pain level is comparable to the venom of a bee, but in allergic reaction sense, no tarantula venom has enough proteins in the venom to cause an allergic reaction. So it's impossible to actually be allergic to the venom. Now, of course, that being said, everybody has a different reaction if they are bitten to the venom, but you can't be allergic to it, so you don't have to worry about dying from a tarantula bite. There are no recorded deaths from a tarantula bite. There is, however, a case where someone was bitten by an old world baboon tarantula, a tree spider, and they were in a coma for about 2 days. However, it did not state how many times they were bitten and how much venom was injected. So the person did wake up, they did not die. So like I said, you can't die from tarantula venom even if you are allergic to bees, so don't be worried about that. That being said, don't be free handling tarantulas if you do have an allergic reaction to bee stings, just because you could have a worse reaction to the venom than someone else. It wouldn't be an allergic reaction, but you could swell up a little bit more, have a little bit more pain, things like that. So, like I said, be very careful when handling tarantulas. If you don't have to handle them, don't handle them. If you really want to handle them with care. That's all I ask. So I did want to make this video just to pop out some answers to some questions that I get for people who don't know much about the tarantulas. Like I said, this wasn't really a video for anybody who was my fellow tea owners, but people looking to get a tarantula who don't know anything about them, or people who are just curious as to what makes us so interested in keeping them. There are some answers for you. Alright guys, so if you have any other questions, go ahead and put it in the comments down below. I can make future videos like this if you do have any questions, whether it be my new beginners who don't know anything about spiders to my tarantula keepers who just have some basic questions. So go ahead and put any questions you have down there. I can make a follow-up video on any of the comments that I do get from this one. Other than that, hope this video was helpful to any of those who do have those questions, who do need some answers. Hope it was helpful to you. Alright guys, so stay tuned for my next video. It's coming soon. Sorry I've been a little absent. I had some family stuff happening this month, so I wasn't really able to come on here as much, but I do plan on coming on a lot more now that that's kind of all over. So come back, see my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the big thumbs up button for me if you liked this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!